anyone that knows me knows I love cars. And what I see at the moment is that the EV mandate is basically trying to destroy the manufacturers, because EVs, as nice as they may be, and certainly for certain jobs they're great, they don't, they're not one size fits all. They're very limited in their ability to answer the needs of people. You're not going to en masse have an electric car. I certainly wouldn't want an electric car, wouldn't need an electric car, have no desire to own one. And many people are like that. Many people would prefer to have a petrol or a diesel or whatever they want to do. This government ain't going to change. I mean, they're just, their answer to issues is just, oh well, tough luck. So what a good idea would be, I think, because I mean, Porsche, BMW have both come out now and said they're not going to play anymore. They're going to stick with ICE cars for as long as they can. And neither of them are selling many EVs. Most of the EVs that seem to be being sold are these Chinese things that, let's face it, I wouldn't trust a Chinese car charger, let alone anything else. But what they should do is the manufacturers turn their sales offices in this country into an import centre where they receive imports of vehicles, and they do all their sales via the United States. And the United States, basically, they take the orders, they take the money, they can offer in whatever currency they want to. So you can still buy your car, you can still go and have a look at a car if you want to. There's going to be some cars in the import centre that have been imported you can have a look at, I'm sure. There's nothing wrong with demonstrating cars in this country, but if you do your buying through the United States, there is no EV mandate. You can buy what you like. So if you want a petrol, you can buy a petrol. And what that does, it means the manufacturers, if they're not selling in this country, they aren't subjected to this 28% this year. They won't have to pre-register 40,000 vehicles at the end of the year and lose a load of money. And I mean, I saw an EV yesterday that was 100 grand and it's been discounted £67,000. It's been on sale for over a year, still not sold, but it's discounted £67,000. Still nobody wants it, and it's a prestige vehicle. It's not a load of rubbish. It would be a nice car if it had a proper engine in it. All that sort of nonsense will stop. All this £15,000 per car fine and everything. They couldn't charge it because if the cars are not sold in this country, they can't be part of the sales figures. It means people won't lose their jobs because those people that sell will become the importers. They can demonstrate vehicles, they can show people vehicles, they can do the pre-delivery inspections, and they can still do service and everything else, but they won't be subject to the ZEV mandate. Now, there must be a reason why that's not possible, because otherwise everybody presumably would be doing it. So maybe you could comment and tell me, why can't they do that? And should they do that? Do you agree with the EV mandate? Do you agree with it? I mean, have you thought long and hard about whether climate change is real? Because I've looked, I can't see any proof of it. If anything, the evidence seems to point that we're heading towards an ice age, not away from one. So we're not getting warmer, not by any marked amount. If anything, it's cooler now than it was a few hundred years ago. So very strange to be so, to believe there's a climate change happening. And I think there's an awful lot of brainwashing going on out there. The BBC and ITV, I mean, you don't want to believe a word they say. I mean, they tell you the sky's green if the government told them to. So, believe your own eyes, your own ears, your own intelligence. Look at things properly. Look for the evidence. Don't just read the reports that agree with them. Read the reports that don't. Because I tell you what, believe it or not, there's an awful lot more reports out there that state that the climate is not changing and that man has no effect on it. And I saw one the other day, a stat that man affects 1% of the 0.04% of carbon dioxide that actually makes up the atmosphere. And if you listen to the BBC, you'd imagine the atmosphere was virtually 50% carbon dioxide. It's not. It's 0.04%. So 0.04%. Not a massive amount. I mean, how crazy is it to think, well, maybe stop deforestation in Brazil, give them a few quid to make up for the loss of earnings, because that wouldn't cost us as much as we're wasting on all this green energy crap, and plant a few more trees around, because trees love carbon dioxide. They produce oxygen as a byproduct. So, yeah, if we're creating too much carbon, there's the answer. Plant some trees. Stop deforesting the planet. Everyone likes a nice bit of woods to go walking in. Let's build some. Let's make some. Stop building houses on every bit of green belt you can do just because you want to encourage illegal immigration or whatever. I mean, it's stupid. The whole world is careering towards something which is manufactured. Anyway, leave your comments. I'm sure there'll be lots of people upset with me. Hardly anybody will agree with me, but I don't care. Come back to me. Thank you.